Hello best friend, today I have a confession to make. I love my Fujifilm XT4 so much that I sold it. Yeah, you heard me right. I sold my beloved Fujifilm XT4 after using it for almost 3 years. Why did I do that? Well, let me tell you a story. The Fujifilm XT4 is a great camera with a retro look and amazing features like 4K 60p video, flip screen, in-body stabilization, and dual SD card slots. It was my first Fujifilm camera and I immediately fell in love with how it looked and feels. It was also a great camera for the price as there were not many options for a camera with such features in 2020. I didn't even think twice before trading in my Sony a6300 at the time for the XT4 and I have had no regrets. However, as much as I love the XT4 as a photo camera, there are some certain things I did not like about it as a video camera. And since I shoot a lot of videos for my channel here, my TikTok, as well as clients, these things started to pile up and bother me more and more. First of all, the XT4 has a 30-minute recording limit, which meant I had to constantly worry about the camera shutting off in the middle of a long shoot. This was very annoying and stressful, especially when I was doing client work where I could not exactly tell them to stop, let me restart my camera again. Secondly, the autofocus on the XT4 was not very reliable. It was often hunting or losing focus on the subject, even when I used autofocus zones or even face detection. This resulted in many shots that had this pulsing action or ones I had to discard entirely because it did not look good. Thirdly, I would say is the file system. Let me explain. Due to the way footage is stored on the XT4, I often found that many of my shoots were split into 3 or 4 different files, which on its own is not a deal breaker, but when I shoot multiple videos one after the other, it really drove me crazy. And there was a time where I actually mistakenly deleted a file because I thought that it was not related to what I had, and then I discovered that, oh shit, it was because this was actually from another shoot. And lastly, the battery life of the XT4 was not great. Even though it uses the same battery that I use on my XH2S, which is my main camera that you're looking at right now, it burns through it so quickly on the XT4. As I shoot a lot of daily content, it was really annoying to have to swap batteries constantly or just have it plugged in, which is just not ideal. So what did I do? Well, I saw a very good deal to upgrade to the XS20 by trading in my XT4 and I'm taking it. And it just made sense for me to upgrade because of a few reasons. The first being because of the better autofocus that is fast and accurate due to that new processor. The next being F-Log2, as the XS20 will fit so nicely with my XH2S that I have right here. And as an aside, I did not think I would notice a lot of difference between F-Log2 and F-Log. But most oftentimes I find that F-Log2 on the XH2S I'm using right now and I imagine on the XS20 just has so much more dynamic range and I don't know how to describe it. It just feels more heavier, like I can push it more and it just feels more solid. Third and fourth reasons are no recording limits and also longer battery life on the XS20. And finally, all of these things add up to just a much more pleasurable experience over time, especially as someone who makes content almost every single day. And don't get me wrong, I think the XT4 is still a fantastic camera for anybody who wants to get into photography and even videography as well. It has so many things going for it and it's definitely a looker, and I'm kind of a bit sad that I would lose that aesthetic, that original Fuji aesthetic that got me in the first place. But I'm really excited for the XS20. So best friend, what do you think? Do you think I'm making a mistake? Do you have the XT4 and thinking of upgrading to the XS20, or you have the XS20 and you thought about getting the XT4? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment down there below. And as for me, I am going to trade in my XT4 now, be excited to get the XS20 and share some of the things I noticed with that camera as well. And until next time, I've been your captain of awesome here on Geekception, bringing you my thoughts about the XT4 and why I love it, but I sadly have to let it go. Please make sure you take care of yourself. Things are kind of hard out there. We're still in a panorama. Make sure you take care. I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to be awesome. Bye.